Hey John, Jerry Barley here, simpleswingthoughts.com, and here's the down the line view of your golf swing coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky, and I know you're in Australia. Wow, technology is what it is, right? Okay, what I'm going to do, John, I'm going to run your swing in fast motion. Okay, I looked at I went back and reviewed your other swing when you sent it in on the front view, and it looks like you really contact the ball well. Now, I'm going to really make you a better ball striker than what you are now. Okay, and I know that you said that you've been using the simple swings process, and I'm looking at a simple swings motion, and I can really tell. But let me do this. I'm going to run your swing in fast motion, and we're going to get it even better than what it is. Okay, let me just play it for you in fast motion right here. Okay, so as I click play, okay, did you hear that? Did you hear that ball strike? That's exactly where you need to be right now, but we're going to take it up a level for you, okay? Now, the Tour Pro on the right side here. Let me just, he's in slow motion, but I'm going to run him sort of in fast motion. You're not going to hear anything, but I want you to get the feel for how he's swinging, okay, as he swings the ball, okay? Now, we're going to look at this, and we're going to get you a little bit more fluid on your follow through, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to back you up. Everything looks good. I don't have to really tell you that stance is good, takeaway is good, you take it back on plane, good arm extension. The only thing that's really stopping you from getting that full follow through, John, is you see how your club's kind of laid off at the top? And let me take the Pro back to where you are. Okay, you see, and like I said, it can be different ways, but my point is you're a little more laid off, which is fine. Now, if you lay the club off a little bit more, you have to make sure that you get more of a weight shift. Now, as like I said, I was looking at your previous video on my computer. You don't get enough weight shift back to the right, and because of that, and you have such a big backswing and big shoulder turn, you need to get back more on your right side. Now, that doesn't mean to sway back. That just simply means you want to get a little more right knee bend in your knees. Okay, you want to bring this right knee in a little bit, release your hips a little bit more, and then you can get behind the ball without swaying off the ball. You can still stay centered. Now, that means that your club might be a little more upright, but even if it stays a little more laid off, you're going to have a little more shift weight to the back now. Because what happens is that comes back to haunt you now, because you drop the club really well. Um, it's amazing. I'm looking at the simple swings. I can tell what it is. And like I said, I knew what it was when I asked you before, but I just wanted to have you tell me because I didn't want to be presumptuous and say that, hey, you're, looking at all my swing thoughts or whatever. But as you drop the club into place, I like the way the shaft's still vertical. It's on your bicep. Now, as you come through, this is where it gets you. Okay, it gets you right here because even though your head's behind the ball, because you had no weight shift to the right side. See your follow through. You see how you kind of let up right there? You kind of like decelerate right there and you don't get that full follow through. Well, that's just simply because you didn't have enough weight on your right side. So if you get more weight on your right side, you load on the right side, drop the arms, head behind the ball, then you're going to have a lot more centrifugal force coming through the ball and your follow through. Okay. See, because I don't really like that right there. We could really, really get you more into that ball. You could really be pounding that ball more than what you are now. Okay, now let's go to the Pro. Now, notice as he comes through, as he makes contact with the ball, notice when he comes up from his follow through, see how his arms are a lot more extended right here? You see how they're a lot more extended, whereas yours is kind of folded in. That's only because Johnny had more weight on his right side. He dropped his arms, head behind the ball, and the head behind the ball is what released all the weight. So he had no choice but to release those arms in a full motion. Okay, like I said, if you had more weight behind the ball on your right side, you drop the arms, head behind the ball, you too would extend more through the ball right in here. Okay, and that's the only thing that's wrong because in your full swing, you made great ball contact. It's just that in your follow through, you kind of decelerate because what's happening is you don't have enough weight shift to throw the club at the target like this PGA guy does. You see how his arms are fully extended, the club's way out here, whereas yours comes through and it's a little more just sort of laid down right there. Okay, your arms need to be more up here. Okay, So work on that. Really, really work on that. I want to see the swing again with a little more weight shift to the right. Now, again, I'm going to put this on your golf pod. You already have a golf pod. I'm going to post it on your golf pod along with your first analysis on the front view, and we can comment on your pod um, for any kind of comments and analysis. That way we can communicate one-on-one. Okay? Thanks, John. For the swing, let's, again, converse on your golf pod, and we'll go from there and get that follow through a lot better. And that ball will probably go, I don't know, 15 yards farther than what you hit it. Okay? Talk to you soon.